All right, look like we are live, brothers and sisters. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. We are back. It is Thursday, so you know what time it is. It's time to talk about Buddha. Daryl, you always talking about the money game so black people can win and dominate. I don't know what else is there to talk about. Of course, there's other things to talk about. But in my humble opinion, we don't talk enough as general conversation about money, and then we don't talk about it in its totality like we should. The conversation has to expand, it has to mature, brothers and sisters. So, welcome to another live stream here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. We come to you live to talk about the money game, the book, so black people can win and dominate, brothers and sisters. I am passionate about this subject, been on this journey for 44. Yep, 44 years. It's been worth every minute of it, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the challenges, all of it. It is good because it's a pursuit worth striving for. It's something that is worthy of the effort that many have put forth. Many have put forth over the years to learn this thing called money, how to maximize it and make it work for them. But not just for them, for those of us who are aspirational in the greatest extent, it's not just for that individual, it's for their family and for a greater society. That's really what it's all about. You can just imagine, brothers and sisters, what we have if everybody only did things for themselves, only did things for their family. They never did expand it to include others. Would Amazon be as big as it is? Probably not. You admire be as big as they are? Probably not. So we all benefit from those who thought outside the box, right? They're not even in a box, who said, let me see what my full potential could be. And we talk about that in the book. I call it, what is your God-given financial potential? Right? So every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, brothers and sisters, we want to come and have a dialogue. Definitely put your comments there at the bottom. Hopefully I'll see them. But we want to keep it short and sweet and to the point. You know, education that we go through, the formal educational system, it's really drawn out. It's extended out. It doesn't have to take as long as it takes. It doesn't have to take 12 years and then 4 years after that. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said you can graduate at 16 years old from college. Okay? So the mind has the capacity to absorb anything and everything. So it's a slowed down, drawn out process. It reminds me of a saying that I heard many, many years ago. It goes like this: a wise man speaks in brevity. A wise man speaks in brevity. He doesn't have a whole lot of words to make his point, and his words are pregnant. They're brief, but they're full. All right? That's how it is with all things. That's how it is with the money game. It seems simple, but it's full. Surely no one person, anybody, can talk about the fullness of money in one book or in 200 pages, like my book is 200 pages. See, so that doesn't happen. So what I want to do, and I do on these calls, these lives, is just touch a little bit, just kind of give you a sneak peek. For those of you who are on the fence and haven't gotten my book yet, what are you waiting on, brothers and sisters? Right? It's an investment, right? You should want to know what is the money game so black people can win and dominate. That should pique your curiosity enough to get it. But I know for some of us that's not enough. So we come on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday to talk about it. But even better than that, we started our own YouTube show on Closing the Gap Broadcast Network. By Allah's grace, our first episode was last Sunday on Mother's Day. And we talked about the show. We're talking about what should you expect from the Money Game show. on Closing the Gap Network on YouTube. So go to YouTube, go to Closing the Gap CTG broadcast, and hit subscribe, hit notification. They have a lot of other good programs talking about health and a lot of good stuff. So you definitely want to go there and subscribe. And just like television, it's like a television network. There's different types of shows, right? So we had our first show Sunday. Man, it went for about an hour and 15 minutes. I was on there by myself. I didn't want to go that long, respecting Mother's Day and us spending time with our mothers. But brothers and sisters, you want to go there and check it out. Okay, you want to go there and check it out. For those of you on my email list, you're going to get an email where you can go right to and watch the video. But so we have our show now every 2 weeks, twice a month, on the second and fourth Sunday of every month at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You want to tune in. You want to tune in. You cannot win and dominate at anything, let alone the money game, as a hobbyist, as a part-timer, as a sometime. It has to be a priority, and it has to be intentional. That's why I went live on Sunday. Stores are open on Sunday. My cell phone is broken. It's not working right now. I went to 2 cell phone places on Sunday, on Mother's Day. That's the money game. They're playing whoever owns or whatever, those retail outlets. The grocery store is open. I went to the grocery store. Whoever owns those retail outlets, they're playing the money game to win and dominate. We see it all around us, and that's just an example. When everybody else, the majority of society stops, the merchants are open, right? Ready to receive you and provide service or products for you. So we see it all around us, but it's so common for us here in America. You go to other parts of the world, free enterprise and capitalism and whatever you want to call it is not that free. It's not that in abundance as here in America. So those of us who are born here, we take all this for granted. I'm guilty of it. I grew up in San Francisco, then moved to Houston. So I went from one major metropolitan city to another metropolitan city. So all I know is, convenience when it comes to things that I want and things that I need, things that I desire. All right. So, brothers and sisters, let's do this real quick. Got some things to do in here in the next couple of minutes. So tonight we're coming out of chapter 13. Those who have your book, students who have your books, let's go ahead and turn to page. Let's see. What are we covering tonight? What did I say? What's on their screen? Yep. I must have missed it. Let's see. What is it? Oh, I thought it was chapter 13. Maybe it ain't chapter 13. I put the wrong chapter in there. Let's see what we got. Why band? That's a good one. We'll cover that one next time. Let's see what we got here. What did I say? Slave. Right here it is. Yep. Page 126. Make money your slave. Make money your slave, brother and sister. I know that's a strong language, and I use that terminology purposely to get our attention, to have us think and to cause what they call a conscious interrupt, right? Especially those of us who are children of ex-slaves, that kind of rubs us a certain kind of way. Either way, either good or bad, not so much good, but, it makes us feel some kind of way when we hear that language. But it's the truth. It brings home the point. Make money your slave. Now, some of us have heard the saying, money is a good servant, but poor master. That's the same thing. Just use servant instead of slave. But that's a concept, that's an idea that we must master, brothers and sisters. We must understand that we want to have money and use it as a tool. We want to use money and not have money use us. It requires a very strong paradigm shift. We have to wrap our minds around the idea and the concept of making money serve us. Serve us. So that changes the dialogue. That changes the internal conversation around money. Can it serve me? Is it serving me? How is it serving me? To what extent is serving me? Is the value of service worth the exchange that I'm giving? See, so these are the things that will cause us to think differently when we use these phrases: make slave, make money your slave, make money your slave. I don't want to make anything my slave. See, just understand the concept. Don't get bogged down with the words per se. But if you can't get past that, then flip that to make money your servant. How can this dollar serve me, right? Reach in your pocket, and I advise everybody to keep some cash in your pocket. Don't be so dependent on this system. Just like my phone is down. I have no backup phone. I have no nothing, right? Solely dependent. Can't call anybody, right? So have you some money, brothers and sisters. Have you some money in your pocket, right? Because that's part of winning at the money game. You have to make it real and tangible in your life. All right? You have to make it real and tangible in your life. So you have to understand that how can I make this money serve me? Right? How is it serving me? And can it serve me better? Can it be a better servant to me? Right? Because here's the thing. The money has no ability to resist you. Wherever you tell it to go, it goes. Wherever you tell it to stay from, it stays from. Wherever you tell it to exist or spend or whatever. See, so you have control. See, that's one of the first steps in understanding the money game in order to win and dominate. You're in control. See, when you're in control, you are the master. You give instruction. You give direction. You give orders. You give mandates. But when it's always, well, I can't because of money. Well, because of money. Oh, well, let me check and see. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't have the control. Money has the control. Money is your master. When you go out and you slave for money, some of us say, I'm going to the plantation. If you're going to the plantation, you're either the master or the slave, right? So it's the same concept. See how we say that in the reverse, in the disempowering way? I'm going to the plantation, right? I'm working like a Hebrew slave, right? See what I'm saying? So if we say those things so willingly, why can't we flip it? Why can't we flip it and put in this right order? Would make money your slave, make money your servant. Money is a good servant and a poor master. See, just little, it's about a paradigm shift. That's why I say in the book, brothers and sisters, we don't need as black people more techniques and strategies and what's the latest, investment, what's the latest and the greatest. If we continue to do what we've been doing, brothers and sisters, we'll just get more of what we don't want. Well, you say, what do you mean what we don't want? We get more, we want money, yeah. But we want more than that. Right? If money is all we want, then it's easy to be dissatisfied, to become discontent. Because money has its place. Right? In its place, nothing can provide better than money. But outside of its place, money has no use, it has no value, and that's where the dissatisfaction or the disappointment comes in, or the unhappiness comes in, when we try to take it out of its place and make it a master and not the servant. All right, so go to themoneygamebook.com, brothers and sisters, get your 2 free gifts. We're approaching our goal. We want to have 100 subscribers there at that website, and when we do, then I'll have the second gift, which is a private, elusive, exclusive Zoom, a live Zoom, when we can come on. Everybody who have signed up can come on. We can talk about the book, ask questions. I can give you some practical applications, and then I can tell you what's the next step. It's going to be private. From this point on, it's going to be private, brothers and sisters, right? Once you get on that list, then you enter into a private, right, relationship with myself and those on that list. So we're going to go private, and we're going to move in that arena behind the scenes, because that's where the those that win and dominate, They work behind the scenes, out of the sight of public. So go there, get your one free gift. You get that downloadable immediately. That's an audio. And then the second one, once we reach 100, we should be about 25 or so short of that goal. So you go there, you sign up, tell your friends sign up, get the free audio, and then wait, check your email here in the next, God willing, 30 days or so. And then we'll schedule the Zoom. I can't wait. All right. So that's our message for tonight. Tonight is Tuesday. God willing, inshallah, we'll see you Thursday around the same time. And then Saturday. And then Sunday on YouTube. All right. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Leave a comment. Want to hear from you. You can't win and dominate sitting in the stands watching your life being played on the field. All right. As always, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. Peace.